This is Valley News Live at noon.
Good afternoon. The federal vaccine mandate is now set to go into effect on January 4th. Skylar Henry reports on the details that were just released this morning.
Today's a great day.
The White House laid out new rules which will require millions of unvaccinated working Americans to get the shot.
We're now down from 100 to about 60 million unvaccinated Americans, 12 years and older.
All federal employees, federal contractors, and healthcare workers at facilities receiving Medicare or Medicaid have until January 4th to be fully vaccinated. People who work at businesses with more than 100 employees must also be vaccinated by January 4th or test weekly and wear a mask at work.
Folks who haven't gotten vaccinated yet, please get vaccinated. It's easy, it's accessible, and it's free.
Businesses with unvaccinated workers could face fines of nearly $14,000 per employee per violation. And federal workers and contractors who don't get the shot will face disciplinary action, which could eventually result in them losing their jobs.
They're putting fear into their employees, and it shouldn't be that way. They should ask us, hey, what do you want to do?
More than 24 states have already announced plans for lawsuits to block the new Biden administration mandates from taking effect.
President Biden and his administration want to invade the personal lives of thousands of Georgians, burdening hundreds of businesses of all sizes and endangering countless jobs.
Senate Republicans slammed the new mandates during a hearing Thursday morning.
One recent survey found that 59% of unvaccinated workers are still not likely to get vaccinated, despite the mandates from this administration.
But administration health officials defended the new rules, calling them a public health priority. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
Under the vaccine mandate, workers will be able to ask for exemptions for medical or religious grounds. The skies put on a brilliant show last night. Meteorologist Lisa Green captured this time-lapse video of the northern lights dancing in the skies of Devil's Lake. How's our weather looking now, Lisa?
Well, it is looking beautiful out there. The clear skies last night gave us a chance to take all of this in, and now we've got sunshine this morning. This is one of the many photos and that video there that we have for you to see. Head to our valleynewslive.com page, and you can go to our gallery and see all of the incredible shots from last night's event. And this was in New York Mills, southern end of the valley, where we got to see such an incredible view. Thank you, Carol. Here's a look at your current conditions. Beautiful blue sky. It's clear. We've got sunshine, and our temperatures are responding. It was a chilly start. We got down into the 20s, and now we're back into the 40s. 44 in Fargo, Devil's Lake, and Grand Forks, both at 41, and we're up to 46 in Fergus Falls. So this is actually right around average for our highs for this date, and we're going to watch our temperatures climb from there today with that sun helping to warm us up and that south wind too. Quick look at your radar and satellite map. There's really nothing to show here because of all of that blue sky, except for down into Grant County. A couple of clouds trying to push into that area as we expand the view here. That's it. Those are our nearest clouds here in the region. Otherwise, we're quiet, and we're going to be on that clear side for the day and much of the evening as well. So here's a look at our planner. Expect to watch those temperatures climbing into the 40s to some 50s by this afternoon. It's going to feel pretty good, but we've got the wind to watch for later tonight, a chance for some showers as early as tomorrow. And of course, we want to look into the weekend. It's a big weekend for hunters and for football as well. We've got playoffs going on. Lot to cover. Details coming up in just a bit.
Thanks so much, Lisa. In North Dakota, health officials are experiencing 18,000 initial doses of pediatric coronavirus vaccine. That's enough to cover 25% of the state's roughly 71,000 children ages 5 to 11 who were identified in the 2019 census. To date, there has been more than 8,800 cases of COVID-19 in that age group, and 22 were hospitalized. And Altru has now added itself to the list of health systems offering the COVID vaccine for children ages 5 to 11. Vaccination appointments will be available on Monday. Altru is hosting a vaccination event on Thursday, November 11th from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Patients can register for the event or make an appointment in Grand Forks by calling the phone number on your screen or by sending a request through their MyChart. Employees at Minnesota state prisons are required to show proof that they've been vaccinated for COVID-19 or submit to weekly testing. But Only 2 Minnesota counties, Hennepin and Ramsey, have a similar requirement for jails. Unlike state prisons, which are operated by the Minnesota Department of Corrections, jails are under the authority of county sheriffs, who set their own policies. State health officials say that as of October 22nd, there have been over 1,300 confirmed cases of COVID-19 among people incarcerated or detained in Minnesota jails, and almost 700 cases among jail staff since the start of the pandemic. Moderna warns that shipments of its COVID-19 vaccine will fall short of expectations. The pharmaceutical company says it's dealing with production and shipment issues. They expect to ship between 700 million and 800 million vaccine doses instead of the 800 million to a billion originally forecasted. And some deliveries could be pushed back to 2022. Moderna says they plan to give priority to low-income countries. New at noon, fire crews spent 5 hours on the scene of a mobile home fire in Bemidji. They say they responded to the fire southeast of town around 10:30 last night. When firefighters arrived, fire and smoke was seen coming from the home. It took 31 firefighters to control the blaze. No injuries were reported, and the cause of the fire is still under investigation. Minneapolis voters rejected a ballot measure Tuesday, which called for an overhaul of the city's police department. In response, community members are now plotting a course forward with the police department and the police union. It's a draft of a historic memorandum, which is an agreement between members of the community for unity in the mediation team and the Minneapolis Police Department. The hope is to engage the community and see what stays and what goes to get a final draft that serves and mutually benefits all communities. What's different this time around is MPD and the Police Federation are at the table taking part in the discussion about reform.
We thought this was a really good opportunity to bring this, bring us as the union together with some people in the community and listen to what their concerns were with police.
The plan moving forward will focus on transformation, reform, transparency, accountability, as well as consequences with both MPD and the community. And the hope is that the 44% who voted against MPD and in favor of a Department of Public Safety will join the discussion on how to move forward with police reform. Coming up at noon, an interesting find in a couple's garden could possibly end up in the Book of World Records. Stay with us. And next, weather to plan your day.